All right, let's check this down. I had to share the class real quick. I give y'all make sure the technical difficulties. What it sound like? It feels crunchy. Hold up, y'all. Let me try to get this right.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Sound better.
All right. How did you want to move? Hold on. Is it working? The mic working? Shalom, shalom. All right, I see it. It's working.
That was another video. Let's go to the video live.
My bad, y'all. We try to make sure the sound work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all at least got to be able to hear us good. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. Bare minimum. All right, most of Christ. All right. Y'all about to try to thought to the brothers. Y'all Shamala thought about Shemia. Shout out to the sister. I am preaching officer us to walk out here in Augusta, Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? We in the house with Officer Albari as well. You understand what I'm saying? We the ISUPK, so out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Now, if y'all can see the title of the class, or if you can't see it, it is Are the Epstein Files the Fruit of White Jesus? Now I'm saying this for a reason, right? And I'm also saying this because of conversations that I've been having with people that's been telling me that they're Christian, right? Because what ends up happening is because we go out and we teach against this society and against the things that are going on, and we've been doing this, like the school has been out since 1969. Matter of fact, I know what I want to start with. You could get me Jeremiah 28, so yeah, they can see where we coming from, man. Because our problem is we cannot separate people trying to use the Bible and their actions, or we constantly try to separate people trying to use the Bible and their actions. What do I mean by this? It's people with the Bible telling you that you should love everybody and that you should be this and you should be that. But if you go and you look at the people behavior who are talking to you, they don't do anything the Bible tells them to do. If you go through the Bible with them, you'll find out that they actually do not believe in the Bible at all. So these are the conversations I've been having, right? I've been trying to get, because what they do, right? They call us racist, right?
Right.
They're like, y'all racist. We're like, okay. That's kind of short-sighted in the grand scheme of things because how I'm racist. And you said we was 3/5 of a man. You put my people in slavery. You used your government to go get drugs and push it in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You unalived Martin Luther King. You unalived our leaders. Fred Hampton was 21 years old. Fred Hampton got murdered. You understand what I'm saying? By the police. And they was talking about him. They shoot his gravesite up every year, but we're racist because we speak about what's been going on to our people, to so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know that they used to put so-called Mexican people's heads in jars and keep it? You understand what I'm saying? Do you know that they used to feed our children to alligators? So this is what I've been asking people. If I can go find pictures of us getting lynched, and I told Edomite, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, right? When you talk about love and loving everybody, if somebody is hanging from the tree that look like me and everybody that's standing on the ground look like Donald Trump and his people, you cannot tell me you love both groups of people.
Right.
You have to love one, and you have to love the other. You can't love the person hanging and love the people who strung them up on the tree. So I've been asking people. I've been like, hey, look. So since you so Christian, Esau, since you so Christian, those of our people, and you believe in Christianity, how do you reconcile? How do you make peace? How do you make it make sense in your mind that the people who fed our children alligators came over here raping, robbing, murdering, lying, stealing? You understand what I'm saying? Who sent the Native Americans on the Trail of Tears? You understand what I'm saying? Who was lynching us? Who redlined the neighborhoods? Listen, I was thinking about, I seen the post the other day where it was a black guy driving an old car. You know, this back in the day, when we were like segregated, Jim Crow. How, like we call Esau the devil, right? Imagine you driving somewhere at night and you in the fishbowl. Ain't no tents on your car. You know, now brothers got tents on their car. You don't know who the hell they are. Right. Brothers tent the front windshield. We don't give a damn, right? Imagine you in the fishbowl. You can see clear through that. And you driving through a town. You got your family in your back, your daughter back there, whatever. Y'all trying to get the way y'all going. Okay, you got a map. It's back in the day. You got a map, right? And the white people in the town are looking and they're noticing that the sun is going down and you still here. And this is a sundown time. And I thought about it when I was looking at this picture. I was like, when we call Esau the devil, I feel like the person in that car will understand perfectly what we're saying. Because when the lights turned off, you turn into a goddamn demon, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think about it. There's a horde of demons outside of your car where you're just trying to get your family from point A to point B. You understand what I'm saying? And what's happening? There's a mob of people trying to kill you because you're in their town at night. So during the daytime, they don't really want you there. But you can drive through, do a little commerce. They might let you spend some money there. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe not. But as soon as the lights go out, they're going to try to unalive you, man. You understand what I'm saying? And no Christian that I've asked this question has been able to answer the question. None of them have been able to say, if these people were supposed to be Christian, why were they doing the things that they were doing? And how do you make peace with that to where you even believe the religion? Because clearly they did not believe it. White people didn't believe God loved everybody. They seen the Native Americans and sent word back overseas and said, hey, these people are so friendly and peaceable. They'll make good slaves. How does that align with Christian ideas? Now, let me go to our TikTok real quick.
It's like a precept based on what you said.
You can go ahead.
Okay, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
That's right. They said they hunt our steps, man. We can't even walk around freely. You understand what I'm saying? We can't even just travel and go from point A to point B. You know why? Because they hate you. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Something. Let me see something real quick. So like y'all. let me see if we lost the video. You know TikTok be hating. Let me see if we lost what I was trying to play.
You go TikTok too?
Yeah, but I don't see the video.
You're on TikTok.
Yeah, it might be like blocked out or something.
The live still going on Facebook and YouTube. You talking about them TikTok?
Yeah. I was trying to play the video. It's on our YouTube too. It's okay. My bad, y'all. I want to play this for a reason, right? We gonna start with this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into these scriptures. Let's go to our YouTube real quick. Augusta. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you can grab that speaker on my bad. I think we might need it. My bad, y'all. We trying. Show y'all a couple things. Let's see. We still got some light.
Attracting the feminine.
What's that? What's that to the speaker? Hold on. Is that my phone? Let me get it together. 1 second, y'all. Nah, I think that's a TikTok. All right, we're gonna share our screen. Also share the audio. Let's see what it look like.
Church today, and its birth.
Let's see.
Of colorism.
Why is the press? Give me the script.
Right now. Many of you don't know this, but
that's you teaching.
Okay,
ain't it?
Durham, because of the time of the Dark Ages, Black and Latino men ruled Europe.
Oh yeah. That is you teaching.
Who was that woman that ruled?
It's another video it's playing. My bad, y'all.
Right now on Netflix. And she was a black
that definitely was you teaching.
In Europe.
All right,
here right now is in essence the birth of colorism, racism.
Now this gentleman Hyman talking about where colorism, racism come from, right?
Many of you don't know this, but okay, Durham, because of the time of the Dark Ages, Black and Latino men ruled Europe. You had that woman that ruled over Europe. They have a TV show about her right now on Netflix. And she was a black woman ruled over Germany. What color you were, it didn't matter. That's really something that America invented, caring about whether you were brown skinned or not. But this historian, he's going to explain the birth of racism. The birth of when people said it matters whether or not you're brown skinned. We care about whether or not your skin is brown or not. And he's going to tell you exactly when it happened. And it happened during the time of the Spanish Inquisition. Because during the time of the Spanish Inquisition, they were at war with two people, with the Jews and with the Muslims. I just remember that. And then I want you to watch this video from the top. I want you to make the obvious conclusion that racism began. Go ahead and play.
They systematically did it. It took them, 6 centuries, 7 centuries to pull this off, but they ultimately do it. But in the process, somebody sat down and went, who here is pure Christian than the next person? And they were like, I don't know how to tell that. It's not like they had, genealogy traced back for 700 years. And so what they came up with was Arabs are darker. So if you're darker skinned, you have more Jewish and Muslim ancestors. If you're lighter skinned, you have more Christian.
Say what again?
Now, this is Esau clearly saying that they were saying, if you have darker skin, you an Arab or you a Jew. Now, we've been telling y'all that the Jews are black, but this is also giving you a key to understand that Christianity, as we know it today, it is racist. You see how when I ask people that question, they can't make peace with it. They can't make it make sense. They go, oh, they were hypocrites. But at the same time, you just got to look past that and and that's still the truth. It's like, well, why would you believe this man? that's clearly doing the opposite of what he's teaching you.
Right.
If I tell you, listen, nobody should ever put their hands on anybody, but when me and you in the house, I'm beating the hell out you. That's something that you got the right to say about. You're going to tell people. He don't really believe that.
Right.
He don't believe that at all. You know how I know I don't believe that? Because look at my eye. You understand what I'm saying? Look at my eye. Look at the bruises. Look at my teeth that's chipped up. Black people have the scars to prove. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have the scars to prove that Christians do not love everybody. That our oppressors do not love everybody. And you voted for a president that was racist. And now he's in the White House and he's showing that he does not love everybody.
Right.
I think last week, General Hyman played a clip of a kindergarten teacher calling ICE on a 6-year-old student's parents. Why? Because her parents sound like they had a Hispanic accent when she talked to them. These people hate you, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when we ask the question of the Epstein files, the fruit of white Jesus, well, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna read Jeremiah 28:8 first, and then I'm gonna continue. Right? It says, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many kingdoms, so like in many countries, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the prophets of old have done before us, man. That's why we go out in the streets and say the things we say. The Bible says, cry aloud, spare not, and let my people know their transgressions. I'm paraphrasing. You understand what I'm saying? Don't spare anybody from what we got to say, man. We got to tell our people and cause our people to repent, because that is what is required of us.
Right.
You're letting people who hide the Epstein files, you're letting them tell you about what to do about your morality concerning the God, man. Concerning the Most High in Christ, man. You understand what I'm saying? When Christ said out his own mouth that he did not come to do away with the laws, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the point that I'm getting to, right? When you sit here and you imagine Jesus, right? You close your eyes and you imagine Jesus. This is what I want you to see. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see something real quick. Can I put this so I can put this on the screen? We want a new image of what you see when you close your eyes and you think about a white image of Christ. Let's see if I can share this. This is gonna be the thumbnail for the class.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be the thumbnail for the class right here. Because when y'all close your eyes, y'all seeing the wrong thing, man. You seeing this benevolent image. You seeing this benevolent image. You understand what I'm saying? This great image of Esau sitting there, and that's what's making you not have the common sense that you need to save your life,
Right.
to save your children's life. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the issue is. How the hell you gonna help somebody and you not seeing the evil that's going on in the world? Why? Because you're choosing to be blind because somebody gave you an image. You understand what I'm saying? Where's the message? I just sent it. Come on, bro. Which email is this? Salagia. Let me try one more time. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me see what's happening.
Take care of your business.
Okay, the image is here.
What you working on?
I sent it to the email, but I don't see it. Let me try to send it again. Salakia.
No, man, but it is a lot of heavy things that you're bringing out, man. As far as our oppressor, and especially with that image that come to the image that they display as Christ, because a lot of our people gotta understand, man, that that has done so much damage throughout the years that more than they can even imagine.
Right.
Just for that picture even existing. I remember teaching at camp, and a brother had came up. He had his rib with him, and he was saying that y'all talking about this, talking about that. Is y'all really speaking about Christ, the love of Christ? I said, I said, you know what the love of Christ is? You already know what scripture I'm gonna pull. So I pulled the scripture. And we was getting at it, going back and forth, and something told me to grab it. I had the brothers grab me the picture of Christ from the ground, and I said, so speaking of Christ, who is this? And the brother just paused. And I looked at the brother, he really didn't want to say that was Christ, because we all know that's not Christ.
Right.
But, he didn't, it's something about black people when we know that's not Christ, especially when we talking to other black people. It's like he didn't really want to say it out of his mouth. It's like we still have a fear when it comes to that image.
Right.
So it's very heavy that we bring these things up and let our people know, man, that is an imposter. And we have to gain the confidence to know and teach our people that, man, we use that as a doormat in school, man.
You're not going. Go ahead. What you bringing out is heavy, man.
Mm-hmm.
What you bringing out is absolutely heavy, because that's the truth, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to see the image, you can look at it now. It should be up on the screen.
Okay.
This is what you need to see in your mind. From now on, when you think about white Jesus, this is what you need to see. You understand what I'm saying? Because you believe the person who assaults children is Jesus.
Who is this? Oh, that's
Epstein. Yes, Epstein and seizure together. I had to put the images together so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Because black people, black Latinos and Native Americans, we are fools to believe that if Christ was white, we're not going back in slavery. You are fools to believe that if Christ was white, we're not going to be raped, robbed, and murdered again. You're fools to believe that.
Right.
You know why? Because Christ is white right now, and that's what's happening to you. You understand what I'm saying? And there's a difference between what's happening to us now and what goes on in the school, right? People say we racist. People say we a hate group. We stopped selling drugs. We stopped doing drugs. You understand what I'm saying? We stopped having fornication. That's all forms of unlawful sex. We stopped fornicating.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We start to align ourselves with the scriptures. We stopped eating shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. You understand what I'm saying? We start celebrating the Passover. Now, our oppressor has had this Bible. You see, it's going all the way back to the Spanish Inquisition of that video we just were saying. When they started teaching that you're more Christian the more white you are, right? You had the Bible since then. They've been racist with it damn near as long as they had it. You understand what I'm saying? And the Bible has nothing to do with them, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The Bible, they are the enemies of God in the Bible. And we're going to prove that to you today, man. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the image that need to pop up in your head when you think about white Jesus from now on, man. And before we get to the scriptures, let's get one more thing, because there's a reason why this particular subject popped up the way that it did. I don't know if you heard about this right here. Now this is in the Epstein files. This is in his email. Now this says blank said that she felt God's presence next to her when she was in bed, and she knows that Jesus watches over her and he helped save her life. Whoops, that's in the email. Now this is about sleeping with some woman, and he's like, she said she felt God next to her and know Jesus is with her, right?
Right.
The response to this is, you should dress up as him when you see her. You should dress up as Jesus when you go see this girl, when you go have sex with this girl. You understand what I'm saying? This is in the emails. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to go to another email. It said, of course, the Jesus, I'm coming trick. This is Esau, man.
This is what?
It says, of course, the Jesus, I'm coming trick. When he says you should dress up like her, yeah, dress up like Jesus, and then You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna perform the sexual acts with her and everything, and you're gonna make her feel like she really close to God. She's gonna be saying, "Oh Jesus, I'm coming." This is Esau with the Bible, man.
Oh man.
And what you gotta understand about this is you've been getting robbed and you've been loving white Jesus. You've been getting raped and you've been loving white Jesus. You've been getting murdered and you've been loving white Jesus. You've been getting your children have been taken from you and you've been loving white Jesus, man. This has been going on and it's a joke to them, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because we look at them like they're gods, and they are the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They're harming you. They're doing the opposite of what the Bible is telling anybody to do to anybody. This is irrefutable.
Right.
You can't say that you're Christian and do the things that you've done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Everywhere you went on the earth, man. You went to Australia, you unallowed them. You understand what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you start to unalive the native population. You kill off the animals, man. There's species that went extinct because of you. You are the only group of people in the earth that think that because of you, the world is going to end. I don't think any people on the earth have had that concept until our oppressor, man.
Right.
I don't think any people have just had a concept like, you know what? But we keep using up the natural resources and we keep building these nuclear weapons. You understand what I'm saying? If we keep advancing this technology, we're going to have to go to Mars or something because we're going to destroy this planet. What other nation on the planet has thought that? It's people with gold in their land. They just get the gold, make whatever they want to make with it, and they chill. Our oppressor is going to enslave the native population and make them dig for that gold, man. Make them dig for, I think, what is it, the cobalt that's in the phone? You understand what I'm saying? You in the Congo right now is a slave so we can have cell phones, man. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be God's chosen people in his land and unalive all the Palestinians and sexually assault their kids, man. You understand what I'm saying? This is the image that you're looking at. And behind this image, they get to do whatever they want to do in the earth. You understand? And they're joking about it. This is a adult and a child predator. Whoever not strong enough, not rich enough to fight them off, these are predators, man. And then this is the other thing you got to notice. We getting caught up in, oh, you libtards, you Democrats and Republicans, and y'all going back and forth about Democrats and Republicans. The Epstein being a child molester and a serial sexual assaulter, SAer, you understand what I'm saying? These people doing these things is old, man.
Right.
It's been going on forever. The Democrats had it, then the Republicans had it. Then the Democrats had it. They've been having it back and forth, and they know what's going on. They're hiding all the evidence. Mm-hmm. And you trust these people to tell you about God? We've been trying to wake you guys up, man.
Right.
You sitting here looking at us as a hate group. It ain't no ISUPK files. You understand what I'm saying? Our people be sitting there like, the Hebrew Israelites are so embarrassing. You love Jeffrey Epstein. You love Donald Trump. You understand what I'm saying? You love these people. Now you're starting to speak out. We've been speaking out. You know what you told us? You told us to go get jobs. You told us we was a hate group. Now you sound just like us on the internet being mad at what's happening. It's because it's getting exposed, man.
Right.
But we've been trying to tell you, man. And the Bible has been trying to tell you. All of this stuff is in the Bible, man. But your oppressor has painted himself as Christ. So now you want to follow after him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Real quick. You still holding Thessalonians?
Yeah, I got Thessalonians.
Let me see. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14. And it says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light, man. That's talking about our oppressor, man. Mm-hmm. He is Satan in the earth, man. He is the adversary in the earth, man. And he turned himself into an angel of light. What is that angel of light? That image of Jesus that you have, man. That's the angel of light. Then you got Mother Mary. You understand what I'm saying? Where y'all worshiping her and building shrines for Mary, talking about Mary, a holy virgin and all this, and she never sinned and stuff that's not in the Bible, and you believe in it. Wow. And it's an image of a so-called white woman, man. You think a white woman is better, and that's the problem. You think these people are better than you when a woman was participating, when women were participating with Jeffrey Epstein so they could solicit sex from children, man.
Right.
The woman is in it too. Satan himself has turned himself into an angel of light. How do people that put you in slavery give you an image that look like them and you worship it, man? And you worship it. What is that doing to your mind? What is that doing to your children's mind, man? That's just like if the cat that live in your house and it beats you every day, and you sitting there holding them up in the air and worshiping them, and they beating you every day. Every single day, you a child getting beat.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Growing up in the house, you've been getting beat for 15, 20 years. Finally, you get out the house, you outside. You like, oh, I love them. You know they was beating you for the last 20 years, right? Is that love? Do you love them? Or do you have Stockholm syndrome, man?
Right.
The Bible says Satan himself transformed into an angel of light. You understand what I'm saying? What is that talking about? It's talking about our oppressor becoming the image of God to us. And we're going to read it out this other scripture. Barry about to get, man.
You want the 2 Thessalonians chapter what? 2?
Yeah, chapter 2. You can start at verse 1. Because all of this is in the Bible, man. The Bible says there's going to be a bunch of false people coming in the name of Christ, right? But we're going to get into something else that said, because y'all don't understand the Bible. And the UPK, we broken this down. Now, I'm going to give y'all the short version, right? You get the Old Testament, right? Moses, okay, cool. Israelites get led out of Egypt, right? God is only for Israel. Everybody know that in the Old Testament.
Right.
There's a book called the Apocrypha that they took out of the Bible so you would not see their history. So-called white people are Edomites, they're Romans, they're Greeks, and they're Idumea. You understand what I'm saying? This history, you can look it up. That's who they are. As the Greeks, they started oppressing the Israelites, man, and made it unlawful for them to proclaim they was Jews, to keep their Sabbaths, to circumcise their children, and everything else. They made it unlawful for you to be an Israelite, basically, and made them convert to their society, just like they do everybody in America. That's why when you come to America, they telling you to speak English and act like an American. They don't want you to come over here with your culture. That's why when they came over here and they met the Native Americans, they said if you kill the Indian, you can save the man, meaning if you take his culture, you can save his life. Why? Because he don't want anyone else influencing you but him.
Right.
You know why? Because the Muslims are brown and the Jews are brown, but the Christians are white. And you need to be a Christian and you need to worship white people. It's all right there. So you got the Old Testament, you got the Apocrypha, and you got the New Testament. But then there's a mention in the New Testament of the last days, and there's a chapter in the Bible called Revelation. Now we're going to show you something about what's supposed to happen before Christ come back. You can read that.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the becoming of our Lord Yahushua, and by our gathering together unto him. Verse 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by love as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
As the day of the Christ is at hand. So don't even worry about it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means. Go ahead.
For that day shall not come.
You said what?
For that day shall not come.
You said what?
For that day shall not come.
Go ahead.
Except there come a falling away first.
Except there come a falling away first. So there will be a time when you knew who an Israelite was. When people in the earth knew the truth about this Bible, man, when the disciples was running around. And then there says there's going to be a falling away first. So the people that you look at as church contemporaries and all these people in the middle talking about, we know the real concepts in the Bible and we understand what's really going on. No, there's going to be a falling away first, meaning people aren't going to know the truth anymore. And there's other scriptures that back this up, but we're in the time constraint, so we're getting straight to the point. Keep going if I could.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And what?
And that man of sin be revealed.
And what?
And that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin be revealed. Christ's not coming back until the man of sin is revealed, man. You understand what I'm saying? I just read a scripture that said, and no marvel, Satan himself transformed himself into an angel of light. Now it's saying that the time not going to come for Christ to come back until the man of sin is revealed. You know what's supposed to happen? We are supposed to expose the world and let them know that the so-called oppressor, the Epsteins of the world, are the devil that the Bible speak of. Man.
That's right.
Or Christ can't come back unless you know this. Read that part again.
Okay.
If I could.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin be revealed. Now let's talk about it. You keep going.
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition, the son of hell, man. Keep going.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Who oppose and exalt himself above all that's called God. This man talking about this woman feel like she's sleeping, like she feel God presence when she's sleeping with me, and they joking saying, "Hey, you should dress up as Jesus next time," so she think Jesus saved her when you go to sleep with this woman again, or this child. It's probably a child. That's why the name blocked out. You understand what I'm saying? As you go be a damn child molester, dress up like Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? Read that part again. That's what this is talking about.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come.
You can start a perdition.
The son of perdition, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
He exalted himself and opposed everything that's called God. The dietary law, you don't got to keep that.
Or that is worship.
The laws that concerning marriage, you don't got to keep that. You understand what I'm saying? Love your brother as you love yourself. You not his brother.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You going in slavery, You understand what I'm saying? You going in slavery, sister. You in chattel slavery where you are an animal. You're not allowed to keep your old history no more. You understand what I'm saying? You know why they went and put us in slavery? Because we were in Africa and we still knew we were the Jews.
Right.
We got the maps that show that the land says Slave Coast, land of Judah. We got the history that said that the tribe of Judah, because Christ told them to flee into the wilderness. When we fled into the wilderness, we ran into Africa like we always do. We always run into Egypt or run into Africa. There's other dark-skinned people there, and it's right next to Israel.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we was there being Jews. You know what they did? They came and got us and put us in slavery and made us forget, man. Now who can say that they're the Jews in the earth? White people that say they're Jews are Khazarians. They're from the Khazarian Empire, or they're just other Edomite converts. That's it. We got the history. You can go look up the Khazarian correspondence yourself, man. This stuff is all able to be found. We just showed the video where it said that the Jews and the Muslims were both not white people. You understand what I'm saying? We've been bringing you this truth for a long time, but you've not seen it. Now you're starting to see. White Jesus is Jeffrey Epstein. That's what you have to understand. White Jesus is a slave master because they've had Jesus this whole time, and this is what they've done while Jesus was white. You understand what I'm saying? You call us a cult, but we start following the rules of God.
Right.
What are you following? Where your presidents, your intelligence agencies, your police forces that's supposed to be in charge, that's supposed to do investigations, that's supposed to protect children, are sweeping it under the rug that there's a criminal enterprise and a child trafficking sex network. And there's other trafficking networks through modeling agencies. They found out that people said we're not taking the school pictures no more because the school picture companies was owned by the Epstein. So what they going through school pictures, picking out what kids they want to sleep with? Where the hell are we at, man? Right. We are in hell right now, man. Go ahead.
And it's so heavy about what you're bringing out, man. And to hear that those files about 1 million and something pages thick, and to be honest with you, I don't even think that's it.
It's not it. It's not all of it. And man, it's not it. And you can tell that they're still trying to hide it because they'll drop some and then take it back. You understand what I'm saying? They're still trying to hide what's going on, but it's all being revealed.
Let me ask you this: Is he a small head?
Epstein is a Jew. That's a Jewish last name. Epstein and Weinstein is both Jewish names.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? They believe that Jeffrey Epstein is in Israeli intelligence, and what he's doing is he's getting dirt on the European nations, on America and stuff like that. So, and then it's like, well, you had fun on my island, right? Remember when we used to party together, right? Well, Israel needs this. And, you know, we wouldn't want to let your name leak out about what you was doing on the island with that 13-year-old, with that 12-year-old. Remember you, because this is the other thing too. And I realized this about this oppressor. That's why I always say this. I realized once I came into the truth how sick a horror movie was, or their horror movies is.
Right.
Because, okay, let's take Jason, right? The kids is at camp. It's kids at camp. It's teenagers at camp. It's young people.
Right.
They at camp having sex. In the middle of their terror, a big man with a knife comes in and unalives them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there as I'm in the truth, and I'm sitting there because I feel like we go through so much in our neighborhoods and in life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're like, I'm about to watch The Exorcist. I'm about to watch that. It's something to they call it something primal in you to be afraid like that. But I started noticing something. I said, why is one scene trying to make you be aroused and the next scene is making you scared of being murdered? And then I start paying attention. I'm like, Jeffrey Dahmer, the BTK killers, certain of these killers, and when you even do more research on what they like to do to these kids, they want to kill somebody and they want to sleep with somebody at the same time. Like that's like a mix of what they want to feel. They want to sleep with you and then choke the life out of you and sit there and watch the light go out of somebody. That's Esau.
Right.
Start hacking you up with a knife after they slept with you and somebody come clean this up. That's how they are. So when you go in these Epstein files, they talking about they in there eating babies, what babies taste like, and blood and unaliving kids and people eating kids. Like it's just evil and it's just normal. But this is what's been going on. This is why we've been trying to tell you the oppressor is the devil. We sitting here praying, closing our eyes and crying to the image of this oppressor the whole time. If Christ was white, he'd be on the Epstein files. What are you talking about? Why am I saying that? Because he's white now, and there's Epstein files and everything. It still exists.
Right. If I could, man, and I'm starting to recognizing how long this has been going on. Just like I just said about a couple of minutes ago, I believe that it is more. For all my gamers that's out there, I'm starting to get back to video games and stuff like that. Not too deep in it because you already know the psychological warfare that's going on with that. I've been mad because the GTA 6 game ain't came out yet. Coming to find out that the CEO of the GTA 6 is an Epstein file.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's something you can't escape.
Say everybody is that thing.
And I'm gonna be honest, like in the truth, we know this stuff, but to literally see it. And I'll tell y'all what's hard about being in the truth. And I understand because it's in the scriptures too. The Bible says that our people were going to tell us, don't prophesy right things unto us.
Right.
Prophesy smooth things unto us. It's hard to read this stuff. It's hard to look at this stuff. It's hard to do the research where you got to see what happened to your people. Like, I seen that book for the medical apartheid when they was talking about using black slaves to like, experiment on no pain medicine or nothing and figure gynecology out.
Right.
I can't read that book. I have the book that's Without Sanctuary where it talks about the lynchings. I try to read it one day. I'm out in my backyard in the garden. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm going to read me a book today. Let me go ahead and get in this book. I got to page 17 and I was pissed. You understand what I'm saying? So for me to go see what they're doing to these children, man, and what they're doing to people, man, Bill Gates and them, they talking about how can we get rid of more poor people in the Epstein files. They just trying to figure out how to eliminate poor people. You understand what I'm saying? In the files. And this stuff come out and it's hard to read this, but we have to be the ones to look and tell you that. You understand what I'm saying? Like God gets mad at us for not creating a hedge for our people, man. And what is a hedge? A defense between our people and the evil that's going on in the world. You understand what I'm saying? You can keep reading for me. The waters. And this is what we got to wake up to, man.
This is verse 4. Whosoever and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as God sitteth in the temple of God, showeth himself that he is God.
It says he, as God, sitteth in the temple of himself and shows himself of God, as God. Who is doing that, man? We just seen that they said that they knew the Jews were brown and they knew the Muslims was brown. They knew the Jews was black, right? So what are we going to do? To be Christian or be more Christian, you have to be white. We got an image. They painted over the images, the dark images that they found in the Russian icons and all that. They painted over all that dark stuff, painted everything white. And now you're looking at the Jewish man like he's God. You're like he's God's people. You're looking at the white man in America like he's God's people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You looking at the Roman Catholic Church like he's got people. And it's the other thing too. I've been saying this for years. There's a article that I always read. It said the French Roman Catholic Church has molested over 200,000 to 300,000 kids since 1950. Why the intelligence agencies killing Fred Hampton, but they not going into the Roman Catholic Church? We not even. Where's the Roman Catholic Church files at? Where is the Christian church files at? You understand what I'm saying? The Roman Catholic Church, the Pope come over here, people crying, people trying to get close to him. He got the glass on his little buggy. You understand? So you can see him and you can't do nothing to him. And we over here worshiping this man. And the Roman Catholic Church molests kids.
Right.
And everybody knows it. I'm sitting there watching Joe Rogan one day. He's like, yeah, there's a creepy guy, you know what I'm saying, down from the church. I forgot what the word he used. One of them people down there from their little Catholic church. That's what he was saying. He's like, you know, it's a guy at the Catholic church, you know, you just know he's a little weird. So, you know, sometimes he's like, I think he was saying like he's like fishing or something. He wants you to come over there, but you got to get out of there before he gets you. But you know, some other kids, he probably got them, and he's talking about it like it's just normal. I've heard several oppressors talk about the way they know that they might get molested as a child, or they've gotten molested as a child by some Catholic, and it's normal. Where's the Roman Catholic files at? You sitting here being God, being the Christians, being the chief of who everybody need to know who God is. The Chinese man worshiping your image, the Indian man worship. The Indians come over here talking about I'm Christian. The Asians come over here talking about I'm Christian and all this. And we go look at what you're doing inside of them churches, and what are you doing? Molesting kids, man. Committing adultery. You're feeding people pork. You don't follow God's laws. You're sitting in the house and you're sitting in God's land and claiming God's office.
Right.
But it says you're the man of sin. You're the son of hell. This is in the Bible, man. We're trying to save our people from up out of here, man. You can keep going if I could.
I want to add on to what you were just saying about what seems like it's normal too. But you know, a lot of our people got to understand that we live in totally two different worlds as far as our oppressors in Israel, man. This is very, very true. Because, you know, I said it before, back when I was coming up, I had one Edomite best friend, and that was it. I will tell you why. Me and my cousin was over there. Her name was Ariel. She was one of our childhood best friends. Edomite woman, Edomite girl at the time, friend at the time. She stayed about a couple of houses down. So she basically was a neighbor. We went over there. They invited us over for a bite to eat and play some board games or whatever. When I tell you that was the most sick house I ever been in. I'm talking about she was sitting on her daddy's lap and he was rubbing on the thighs and me and my cousin was looking like, what's going on here? And it was just the language that they was talking to, like they was flirting with each other, like her and her dad. So it was like, you know, it was cut off right there.
No, we can't go back there. Yeah.
Yeah, they was eating out the trash can, and like we'll be walking, because they had dogs or whatever. We'll play with the dogs, and they'll be walking the dogs. And we used to go to the river walk up here in Augusta, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, what was that? It's like some donuts in the trash." And they got money. They didn't have to, like, they can go to the store, and they'll just take donuts out the pack and out the trash can and just start eating.
Yeah. I had a couple of Edomite friends, you know what I'm saying, once I moved to the suburbs, right? And I noticed something about them is you cannot be outnumbered by them.
No.
If you hang with them. If it's more of them than it is of you, they don't act right. I give you an example. If you go to a gym in a black neighborhood and white people go there, they won't get naked in the locker room because they know we don't like that.
Right.
If you go to a gym where it's mostly naked, it's mostly white people at, all the men gonna go in the locker room and get naked. When I had my two white people that I was cool with, when I be with one of them, they act normal. They chilling. All right, we chilling. Woo-woo. When the two of them get together, they start acting gay with each other and they know I don't like that. So it's like, oh, it bothered him. Let's mess with him too. So it's like, all right, bro, like chill, bro. Like, come on, bro. I'm already older than y'all. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Go home somewhere, bro.
Right.
But they like he don't like it. Why are you acting like this? You we know you're not gay. It's like, bro, go on somewhere, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah, to sum it all up, if I could,
Go ahead.
to sum it all up is that, it's very heavy about what the general was saying is that, the things that's in those files, man, it makes R. Kelly and P. Diddy look like, it make them look like, the small, which they are. Because we too busy trying to be just like our oppressors. And they can't even scratch the surface of what this man can do, man.
And if I could, what you're saying is absolutely correct, because when I was doing some research on the CIA, and basically when they had people that went against the war, which is the people we end up calling the hippies, which was really just young people that was against the war because it didn't make no damn sense, and they went against black people. The CIA started the Hollywood, Los Angeles music industry and movie industry. They started. So all these sexual assaulters in Hollywood and all these people like Bill Cosby, like, yeah, you get a girl a little Spanish fly. The CIA had naked CIA agents walking around mansions where some man is sitting there with drugs. Like, hey, yeah, you're Jimi Hendrix. Come on, let's go party. Oh, you're the Beatles. Come over here. We're going to party. Here's some LSD, man. We do this, man. It helps free your mind and all this. They were trying to use LSD to make people be able to brainwash people. Wow. And they figured out how to do it. Like, I've watched the video of it and he was explaining, you can brainwash somebody to where there's another person in them that's brainwashed and you can send them on their way and they'll have that other person with them forever. That's like what a sleeper agent is. Like if they hear a certain phrase or smell a certain thing, they'll wake up like into their programming. Yeah. But you set them out like a regular person. This is real. They was doing this to the music artists. All of them music artists wasn't doing drugs back then. They were singing about anti-war things. They were singing about black liberation and things like that. So they're like, you know what? We got to figure out a way to control this. You understand what I'm saying? We got to figure out a way to control this, man. So what they do? There's a mansion in LA. It's the CIA. I said it. When Hugh Hefner died, I'm like, Hugh Hefner more than likely was the CIA. We're going to give you this house, all these naked women, whatever. Someone might be underage, whatever going on. Now all the rappers and all the people that's famous, the rock stars and everything, let's go to the Playboy Mansion to hang out. Now you in there getting dirt on them for the women that they sleeping with and you was cheating on your wife, this, that, you was doing this. And it's an insider club, man, of people that do evil. Then you wonder why Diddy's and our people, once they get famous, they start doing the same thing. We start seeing the imagery in the music video. You wasn't no damn Freemason in the hood. Jay-Z used to be in my neighborhood selling drugs. Literally in my neighborhood selling drugs. You understand what I'm saying? When I was growing up there, Jay used to be over there. He was over there with them and over there. Then this is where he got beat up at. You know what I'm saying? My homie beat him up over here. I ain't gonna say he can't fight because he'll fight. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? A little less problem. You know what I'm saying? He put hands on that boy over there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a like we know you from the hood. Then you see years ago he got a shirt that says "Thou do what thou wilt" or something like that. After this Satanist Alistair Crowley. You don't know shit. I'm from where I'm from. You was in my hood selling drugs. We don't know shit about no Alistair Crowley. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Where is you getting this from? Because the oppressor, the devil, man. And he wants you to be just like him, man. It's just like with Mattathias when they says you great among your people. You got sons and you got brethren. So if you do evil, your people will follow you, man. That's what our oppressor knows to this day. And what does he do? He gets our church people. That's how he pushed abortion. He said they churches and politicians got to get them to do abortion because they're never going to go for it by themselves. So once the preachers start saying it and when the politicians start saying it, guess what? Now we abort our kids to the tune where we didn't kill 20 million kids, man. And ask yourself this, Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman. Do you still think that abortion was for your pregnancy health now? Or do you think it was to unalive you because they hate you and they're sick and want to see you destroy your babies, man? You see what they think of their kids. Right. What do you think they think about your kids? Do you ask yourself that? I ain't gonna try to keep you too long. You keep going if I could. Good. I think I know where I'm gonna finish it at. But we gotta bring this out, man. Our people gotta know this, man. We gotta speak on these Epstein files because I don't want y'all to miss the point, man.
This is verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Mm-hmm. And now ye know that withholdeth, that he might be revealed in this time.
That he might be revealed in this time. This is the time for everybody to learn that the so-called YT man is the devil that the Bible speak of.
Right.
This is the time right now. He said there's going to come a time where everybody needs to know, and now that time is coming out. Because what can you say at this point, man? What can you say to defend him? I seen some stupid black politician talking about, oh, y'all talking about Donald Trump and his past, but he who cast the first stone. This ain't no he who cast the first stone situation.
Right.
If Christ would have seen this, somebody would have got stoned. I guarantee it. You understand what I'm saying? I just speak as a brother, but I'm sure if some Edomite had an island for child molestation and we had the opportunity to stone him, I'm sure we would have stoned him.
Right. If I could, I know I've done a lot of wrong in my life. But I'm sorry, we got to put these, even though they naturally made that way.
Right.
If it had to be on the scale, I would not even care.
We
can't even weigh to that type of evil.
We not even tipping the scale. You understand what I'm saying? Like our sickness is like to ourselves. They sickness is like it's literally worldwide. You understand what I'm saying? And you wonder why sex tourism is a thing. You know why sex tourism is a thing? Because white people like to have sex with people that don't have no choice. That's why. I remember I was working in a hotel, right? I work overnight. And this Asian lady came back with this white man. And he fucked up. She's literally helping him up. And she was like taller, so she actually could help him. And he's like drunk, like, hey, y'all still selling anything at the bar? He's like, nah, we done at 2 o'clock. It's like 2:30 or something. We can't give you nothing. Could you send something up to the room? No alcohol, man. No alcohol. You look, the bartender, he like, look like you had enough. And the girl like, come on, don't worry about it. Let's just go upstairs. Come on, let's go upstairs. He's like, nah, we got to figure out where they got some alcohol at. We need to get back out there, man. Somebody's out here still selling liquors. Like an after hours thing. He's not stopping. The girl ready to go up to the room. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm like, he wants to sleep with this woman. This woman isn't totally opposed to sleeping with this man, but he wants to get her more drunk for whatever he's intending to do or whatever he's embarrassed about. Something is wrong here. Right. This is not a normal situation where you want to get this woman more alcohol because he's still trying to buy her drinks. He's trying to take her back outside to get her more drunk. And I'm like, you want her to forget what you're about to do? Do you not want to like what's happening right now? It's the same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer. When you watch that show and you go into what he was into, he wanted somebody to be asleep when he did stuff to them. So he want to catch you and put you in the chokehold or inject you with something and put you. It's like Dexter, put you to sleep, and then when you wake up, he doing something to you. That's what they want to do. They don't. It got to be something against your will. So if they know, like, hey, they poor as hell in Thailand, you can sleep with a boy, a girl. Boy that's now a girl or whatever they got going on over there. You understand what I'm saying? You sleep with anybody. They love to go over there because these people are so poor they don't have a choice, man. Right. They want you to be a slave so you don't have a choice. You know how many people is getting sexually assaulted in ICE encampments in what am I trying to say? In ICE detention centers or wherever they taking them? It's a lot of people, children and women and men being sexually assaulted. Same thing with the Palestinians. The Jews got them. They're sexually assaulting the people that they caught. This is what they like. They want you to be low so they can do what they want to you, man. The Bible says, do not rich men oppress you. It's time we stop honoring money and start honoring the Most High God, man. You can keep going if I could. Yeah. The water.
Okay, this is verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Verse 6. And now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
It said do already work. Listen, the Roman Empire was already in power back then. They already was doing it back then. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand Daniel's vision, it says that the kingdom was going to be dealt a deadly wound, but then it was going to come back later. And the second kingdom was going to exercise the power of the first kingdom, but it was going to be more powerful. So America is the more powerful version of the Roman Empire. So it already was working back then. You can keep going.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
So nothing is gonna happen until he's taken out of the way, man.
You gotta get up out of here.
You see what I'm saying?
That's some ninja shit.
You got to go. This is what Christ is saying, man. The man of sin, the man of perdition. It already was working back then. Now it's really working, and we getting to see it, man. You keep going. The water.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All Christians know about the lake of fire, but you act like you don't know who needs to go in it.
Right.
God don't love everybody. He's got some people who he has to kill, man. It's right here in the Bible. Read that verse.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, man. We're going to speak about what's going to happen, and then the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. That's what's supposed to happen, man. And what are you supposed to do? You can give me Revelation 18 and this situation, the water. We're going to end it in this chapter. The water, man. Because we have to bring this out so our people understand what time we're in, man. If Jesus was white, he would have been on Epstein Island. Why? Because when they're priests, when they're rich, they do Epstein things. You understand what I'm saying? When they came over here to the Americas, they were Epstein. They were molesting the native children. When they came and got put us in slavery, they do it. They sexually assault men, women, and children. Slavery was a sex trafficking ring as well.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's not forget that. When they be, the Mexicans, they're sending the rapists over here. Who did you send over here? You sent a little bit more than the rapists over here. Salaki.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You sent some sadistic people over here, man. We can start at verse 2.
It's Revelation chapter 18, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Is fallen.
Babylon the Great is fallen. America is Mystery Babylon. That's a term used in the Bible. America is Mystery Babylon. It's spiritually Egypt. It said you're going to be sold into Egypt again with ships. They did the same thing in Egypt. The Egyptians was throwing our babies to the alligators and getting us to abort our babies. You know what? They're doing the same thing in America, man. When they let us out of slavery and we start getting power in the 60s, and they seen that we could build and we had towns and cities and we was owning railroads and we had all this great commerce going on. You know what they said among themselves? We can't let these black people get too powerful. They might join up with our enemies. It's the same thing they said in Egypt, which is why they start repressing the children of Israel, man. They're more and mightier than us. You know what that led to? Aborting babies. It's the same thing that happened in Egypt. Mystery Babylon. All the nations coming together. This technology and the things that they build over here, they got a hospital called Mount Zion. That's the lead hospital on transgender surgeries, man. Where the hell are we at? The Bible says it's in New York. It's called Mount Zion, and they do transgender surgeries in there. You understand what I'm saying? Our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He opposes and exalts himself above everything that is called God, to the point where you're a victim and you're being sexually assaulted talking about Jesus. And he said, next time you should dress up as Jesus. The old Jesus, I'm coming. It's a joke then. He's above all of that. He don't want to hear about your religion. He don't want to hear about none of that. That's why in the Bible, they're the ones who made the Jews stop being Jews. That's why it says there's neither Greek nor Jew. That's why it says that. Because some of us have been living under oppressors so long that we was just Greeks. We just was citizens like everybody else.
Right.
Just like now in America. You got black people talking about, we foundational black Americans. We the original Americans. We got the rights to be here. You came from somewhere else.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You sitting here trying to beef with everybody else that the oppressor didn't oppress, but you want to be, okay, it's white people and then it's us. That's really what you're saying. We the main two. We was here first. What the hell is you talking about, man? We got the same oppressor, man. We got the same problem. This man of sin needs to be revealed, and it's being revealed right now. Now the earth can see that they are hiding wickedness everywhere, inside of everything. And it is affecting us. They're putting it in the movies. They're putting it in the TV shows so you can see some of the stuff that they're doing. But when we really got the files, it hit different. Because before it's just like, oh, that's just a movie. Now it's like, oh no, this is real life. Man. This is what we've been trying to tell you, man. It's time for you to wake up, man. You can keep reading.
Right.
Yeah.
Babylon is fallen. And it's become.
Okay. And it's become the habitation of devils.
So-called oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It's right here in the Bible. It says Babylon has become the habitation of devils. You know who's inhabiting this place? Trump's. Epstein's. What's his name? Prince Andrew or something? Whatever Prince got arrested.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're looking at these Hollywood directors, people in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? The regular cop, the regular ICE agent. It's become the habitation of devils, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's who we're living amongst. We're living amongst devils. It's right here in the Bible. It says Babylon the Great is fallen and has become the habitation of devils. Keep going.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Everything evil is here, man. It's here. They keep it here. They got a dark web where you can watch people do stuff to children, do stuff to women, take somebody's life. You can buy children on there. You understand what I'm saying? We all seen the sex trafficking where Wayfair had furniture posted up with prices and the names of missing people on the furniture. Where they're selling children on the internet, man. This is the hold for every foul spirit. What you said?
I said there's some stuff on that dark web.
You see what I'm saying? It says, keep going.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Every unclean and hateful bird, man. Every unclean and hateful thing is allowed to fly here, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what place we live in right now. You understand what I'm saying? They put the Mexicans in literal slavery a couple of years ago. You think these ICE detention centers and all that is just a coincidence? Our oppressor is an evil bastard, man. And we have to understand that. Keep going.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All the other nations have drunk on this wine, man. They all coming over here and benefiting off America, man. You understand what I'm saying? And you see in other nations in the Epstein files, some CEO over there, I think his name's Sultan or Sheikh something over there in one of them Arab countries. They just came out earlier. He had to resign because his name was in the Epstein file. You understand what I'm saying? All the nations are seeing all the freakiness going on and all the evil going on in America. You know what they're saying? We can go over there and make some good money and we can partake in what we can partake in.
Right.
That's right here in the Bible. And we've seen it in the Epstein files. This is a multi-nation scandal that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? They over here sleeping with Russian girls and they dealing with stuff in Israel. The princes in Europe is coming over here. The Arab princes and everything is involved with it. Celebrities is involved with it. People of different nationalities. Everybody came over here and got drunk off the wine of this place, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's all coming out, man. You can keep going.
Okay. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
And the kings, the leaders of the earth, man. Keep going.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
It's all about that bottom line, man. That dollar, man. That's what it's all about. They're able to make money, make merchandise off of us, make merchandise off of the evil that they're doing, make merchandise with America. So you know what? They're going to overlook all the evil that happened to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I ain't heard no other nation come out and say, hey, y'all need to stop doing that to the Hispanics.
Right.
I ain't heard it. Maybe it happened and I didn't see it, but I ain't heard it.
Right.
I ain't heard nobody say that's wrong what y'all doing over there to them. Y'all can't put them in detention centers. That's really their land. I ain't heard none of them say none of that, man. You know what they are still doing? They still worrying about how that stock market is doing, man. They still worrying about how their investments are going to do, man. You understand what I'm saying? You know what Trump did that was shook some stuff up? Oh, I got tariffs on China. I'm putting tariffs on everybody. Now the merchants are sitting there looking like, no, we've been getting money together for a long time. What you doing?
Yeah.
But besides that, everything else was just regular. The merchants and the kings of this earth are dealing with this place, man. You understand what I'm saying? They're getting rich off of this place. They committing fornication with this place, man. Keep going. And this is for us right here. Verse 4.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people.
Now, this is when we have to talk to our people. If you so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American on your father's side, man, you are God's chosen people, man. You understand what I'm saying? There's a habitation of devils that live here, and God's chosen people are also living here. You understand what I'm saying? If we would have finished reading the Thessalonians to tell you that this place was going to oppress the saints, man, that it was going to prevail against the saints. That's what it say in 2 Thessalonians, man. And we are the saints, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And the Bible is telling us, come out of her, my people, meaning to separate, man. You don't want to be nowhere near the Epstein files, man. You want to be right with us serving the Lord, man. You see why we got to get called a so-called cult just for following God's rules? Because everybody else is on Epstein time, man. They don't care that the Roman Catholic Church is molesting all them kids. We read that and we like, why isn't the Roman Catholic Church shut down? Why isn't the Christian church shut down? Why are all these places not shut down after all the evil that they've been doing? And we can sit there and read about it and see it and it go on and it keep happening. But when we say we got to stop doing that evil, stop partaking in that evil and be separate, people start hating us. Well, Christ is coming back to punish this place, man.
Right.
It said he going to come back with a vesture dipped in blood, man. You understand what I'm saying? It says that place is going to be destroyed within the hour, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? What is that talking about? It's talking about here, man. This is why it's saying, come out of her, my people. When it says that people are going to get taken up into the chariots and be saved from the destruction of this place, this is where they're going to get taken up from the chariots from. It's not going to be any Edomites getting taken up. Why? Because Edomites are Epstein. That's the damn near the new synonymous thing we want to put in our people's head. Edomite equal Epstein. Roman equal Epstein. Greek equal Epstein. America equals Epstein. Israel equal Epstein. That's what you need to know. This is what we need to get in our heads, man. And it says, come out of her, my people. Keep going.
That ye may not be partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
And you receive not of her plagues and not partake in her sin, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because all of the evil is going to be exposed and then comes destruction. You understand what I'm saying? When the Bible says Satan and his angels are going to be destroyed, don't be one of Satan's angels when it's time for Satan to be destroyed. You understand what I'm saying? Because you will be destroyed too, man. You understand what I'm saying? You can keep going.
Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
Right, keep going.
Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, unto her double, according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
So everything that this place is none of us, we're going to do double on them, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, we're not going to be touching nobody's kids and doing all that, but y'all are going to get destroyed, man. Y'all are going to get oppressed. Why? Because we have to oppress you, because if we let you run free, you're going to be Epstein.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Donald Trump name, what you said his name in there? 38,000 times?
38,000 times.
You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be Donald Trump in charge. That's why the Bible saying, Obadiah, don't let them fill the earth with cities no more. I made a joke about it. It's not a joke. I catch an Edomite putting one stone on top of another stone in the kingdom. We going to have to whoop his ass. Like, what did you do? You trying to build a house? You can't build nothing. Trying to build a skyscraper? What did you do? Don't put no stones on top of no other stones. Not for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because it says, don't let them fill the earth with cities anymore. Why? Because if they get to filling the earth with cities, they're going to start touching kids. They're going to start eating people. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to start doing all types of evil and fornication and unalive, and it's not going to stop. This is who they are. God made them to be this way. Read Romans 9. He said he can make a vessel for honor and a vessel for dishonor. He can make a vessel just so he can destroy it. Go ahead.
If I could, but that's the reason why. See, like when people, they come into the Israelite school UPK, we'll break it down all the way from the beginning of the spirit with the serpent in the garden with Eve, to Cain, to
right?
So this is the reason why the Most High God separated him from everybody on the earth. He's in the mountains,
right?
He cannot live civilized,
right? The earth had to be at its most peaceful since Esau got on the earth, when Esau was in the caves, eating out of his grandmother's skull. Now they in there going through hell in them caves. You understand what I'm saying? They eating each other, eating shrubs. You know what I'm saying? Crack your head open, use it for a bowl. They sitting there digging brain out the skull with their fingernails, and it's all in. They finding the stuff in recent times. This is a couple years ago. They went up there and found this stuff.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what but when they come out them caves, Now we all got to deal with it. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's heavy.
The inhabitants of the earth, God, I mean, let freely. When the pit bull comes from the mountains, man, the whole earth mourns.
Yeah. And that's in the Bible as well. I'm glad you just said that, man. It said when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. We don't have righteous leadership. We cannot have righteous leadership. And another thing, too, y'all be getting mad at us because we said we don't vote. Now, what has your vote done for the Epstein file?
Right.
We had Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, 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 Democrat, 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 Republican, Republican. And nobody released the Epstein files. Nobody told on nobody. They kept that real hush.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They kept the network going. I think he went to jail and got out and kept doing it. Then went back to whatever going. Listen, what they said they was investigating him since like 2004.
Something like that.
I believe. You understand what I'm saying? They been knew this was going on. They're Epstein's friends, man. I understand that. They're Epstein friends, man. We cannot let them be in charge, man.
But wasn't he convicted?
Yeah, he was convicted. He got locked up. But I think the email I just read from like 2011, and I think in 2004 is when people was reporting it, but they wasn't doing nothing about it. But they had a bunch of information, a bunch of girls saying Donald Trump did this, Epstein did this, the prince was here, he did this to me. All this stuff is old. The FBI been had this stuff.
So I seen something where he published their names and numbers or something like that, and something that happened. It kept a lot of witnesses from coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
But, even though they had witnesses there at the hearing that they had, people was coming up missing and shot and killed. And, it's like you're unalive. And, man, it was crazy. It was sick. It was a sick thing. Man.
And I think we almost done with this. You can keep going so we can speed through this, and I got a video I want to play, and then we can end the class.
Where we at? Okay. Verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Man, America has glorified itself so crazy. It's the greatest nation on earth, man. He's sitting here talking about Haiti and Puerto Rico and Africa and all these are shithole countries. What is America? Where you're letting people touch the kid, right? And you're sitting here and you just the greatest thing. You glorified yourself and lived deliciously, man. Epstein got arrested as a rich man. Donald Trump is the president. It don't get no more delicious than being the president. And what you doing? Touching kids, unaliving people, eating people. It's right here in the Bible. Who is this talking about, man? You can keep going. If I could.
And live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her.
Mm-hmm.
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day,
mm-hmm.
death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Mm-hmm.
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
And who can argue with this after seeing the Epstein files, man?
Right.
Who can argue with this? We seeing what's going on in the Epstein files, man. I think about that's one of my favorite scriptures when I meditate on how evil this place is. This place is full of every foul spirit and every unclean bird, man. This is a disgusting kingdom, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Also, if people looking at if I could, they say, okay, when are they gonna get theirs? You know what I'm saying? We've been in this place for so long. We've been dealing with all the pain. When they gonna get theirs? Man, if we look deeper to the scriptures, man, and just understand the spirit of it, the scriptures say, therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, over the years of things that have been going on with us, man, can you imagine if everything happened to you in one day?
Nah, that's heavy. That's heavy. You've been sitting here being evil for the last 2,000 years and some change. Next thing you know, one day it's over. Everything on fire. Your kids gone. You getting taken into captivity. You got chains on your arms. You just was the president and shit. Like,
and you getting burned with fire.
Donald Trump right now is the Teflon Don.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't touch Donald Trump right now. This nigga the president, all in the Epstein file, still being the president. He the Teflon Don and did all type of evils, multiple times, felon, all that. Imagine if we carry him away in chains on one day. Like, this shit over. Trump is over.
This man got pictures of President Barack Obama. Not even a real picture. It's a trash can.
And I'm changing. If I have my way, if I make it to the kingdom, all white people, I'm calling y'all Reggie from now on. Not Reginald, I'm calling y'all Reggie. That's your name. You understand what I'm saying? You better not tell nobody your name, Reginald. It's gonna be a problem. Now, I'm not trying to take away from the class, but y'all gotta understand what these people done to us, man. It say do devil to them. They changed our name. So we get to change your name.
Right.
You're not gonna be Donald Trump no more. Your name gonna be Reggie. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no gold steins and nothing. Reggie. Come here, Reggie.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If I could, I ain't trying to take away from the class either. I don't even want no Edomite slave. Just put them up on the ground. And I'll take hand. All you gotta do is just take it back.
And I feel like that, but I feel like they gotta clean this shit up. I ain't gonna lie. Before they just need some time to clean this shit up. Like, you know how like they melting like the ice and shit. You just put them over there with a little ice machine. Like, take that ice out the ice machine and put it back over there. You done heated the earth up. You understand what I'm saying? But the Bible says do double on them, man. It says they committed fornication with them, man. You understand what I'm saying? It says her, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judges her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So all over the earth, they're going to see this place burning, man. You understand what I'm saying? All over the earth, they're going to see this place burning. You understand what I'm saying? Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty cry, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise even anymore. The merchandise, hold on, let me skip down, because it was one part I wanted to read. I'm going to drop down to verse 18. It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by the reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. And that's showing you what place this is also talking about, because who else makes the worldwide commerce go, man? America won't let another country run things off of their own currency. Everything got to be ran on USD. You understand what I'm saying? Everything got to be ran off what goes on over here, right? And it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God have avenged you on her. We are going to be avenged at this place. This ain't the turn the other cheek place. This ain't the love your brother as you love yourself place. That's for us to one another, man. Me and Ambaria have to love each other as we love ourselves, man.
Right.
But as far as the Edomites go, we have to separate from them so God can handle his business and avenge us for the lynching. Avenge us for our babies being fed to alligators. Avenge us for all these abortions that happened, over 20 million abortions that we had in this country, man. Got to avenge us for the slavery. Avenge us for making us believe in that white image of Jesus, man. That white image of Jeffrey Epstein. And the other thing, too, when I compare white Jesus to Epstein, this is not by accident. Caesar Borgia was also a criminal. You understand what I'm saying? He was the son of a pope. Rich, he would have been right in the Epstein files. They got a show called The Borgias. You should watch it and see what he was doing. He on there committing all types of evil, poisoning people, all types of stuff. Why? Because they're Epstein. This is the other reason why I'm comparing white Jesus to Epstein. And the Bible said you're going to know them by their fruits. They don't have no fruits of being good Christian people. They got fruits of rape, robbery, murder, and lies, man. That's what they got fruits of. You understand what I'm saying? They're getting rich off of the death of other people. And it says right here, we're going to rejoice for God has revenged her for us. It's a lot of people in the ground right now. It's a lot of children separated from parents, man. It's a lot of people that have been destroyed by this place, man. And we don't give it the credit it deserves by saying, oh, God loves everybody. Donald Trump sinned just like everybody else. No, that's not what's happening. They're playing God in our face, sitting in God's seats. And we're believing it. And they are the devil that the Bible speaks of, who God need to come back and destroy. That's who we need to get delivered from, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm going to play this clip. This from 2012. I found about this last night I bought. This is Robert Williams, right? Allegedly, he unalived himself. Because now it's alleged, because I don't know. Now, I want y'all to listen to this.
And Thanksgiving, I had a traditional Thanksgiving in Atlantic City. What a wonderful place to go. The boardwalk's a bit run down, though. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz on acid. Junkies and pizza, oh my. And Donald Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He is the guy. It's a man, he plays Monopoly with real fucking buildings. He's a scary man. And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores?
Wow.
Now hold on, though. He said he owns all these beauty pageants.
A bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores. All these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. All these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores?
Why did he say that, man? This is from 2012 because he knew Trump was a sexual assaulter, man, and that he's using these. They got the kids version of the pageants, and they got the Miss America and the rest of these pageants, and he's in charge of it. He owns it.
So who was supplying the women to Epstein's island?
Donald Trump, the mountain aides. It's in the Epstein files that Donald Trump was checking underage girls. I don't even want to talk about it. Just know he was touching them in an inappropriate way to know if he wanted to send them up to go get assaulted. I don't even want to talk about it. The Epstein files make me sick. I can't even listen. Being in this truth, as long as I've been here, this is one of the most difficult things for us. Is that we have to read at what these people are doing to people so we can tell everybody else what's going on. And it make us sick. There's something that weigh on you. You just sitting there looking, damn, we dealing with all this. And then for us to go out on the streets and our own people tell us, hey, you need to go get a job. You need to wake the hell up, man. That's what you need to do. I'm gonna play it one more time.
And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores? It's like it's a fucking catchy release program for him. This is a man who said my daughter is hot. Even people in Arkansas went fucking wrong. Us is way out of place. And that fucking hair, Mike. I believe the hair is the dominant. I believe that's it. I believe the body's maintenance system for the hair. He goes home at night when you're home. Hey, fucking, let's get out of here. I'll fuck her, let's get it.
Now y'all see what this man just said, right? Y'all see what the man just said. This has been going on for a long time. They've been knowing this been going on. You understand what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to listen to us.
He tried to have a sense of humor, but
he's really telling the truth.
I understand the subliminal message.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And Jim Carrey came out and said it. A bunch of people said it, man. They got his name, Corey something. He was saying that there's rich people in Hollywood that's molesting boys and doing this and doing that. And nobody listened. Why did nobody listen? Because they are complicit in this. They don't need to be in charge. So-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, you need to be in charge and you need to accept your role as the new overlords of the earth, man. Right. Because if we don't do it, Epstein Island, there's going to be more islands. They already saying Epstein's still alive. But now they're saying Ghislaine Maxwell is swapped out. They sitting there looking at the video like, that ain't the same person.
No,
who the fuck is that?
If I could,
go ahead.
It's islands out here that we don't even notice.
It's other islands. And it's other cases where, so there was another island like off of Detroit or something like that. The Boy Scouts was also a child molestation ring.
Okay.
They was out in the woods giving the boys hell. So like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but I seen they was unaliving the kids and assaulting the kids. And I think 2.5 people got in trouble. Meaning one of them, when he got in trouble, he got out the shit. So it was like, okay, cool. We kind of know you did this, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Ain't nobody. My bad, y'all. I didn't move the class. Like I was saying, they try to lock cuz up. You spent a little bit of time in a jam, let him go. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is what's been going on. Plus, the Roman Catholic Church. You understand what I'm saying? The so-called Jews is hiding pedophiles, man, all over there, having pride parades and everything else, man. Oh, let me finish with the scripture. I'll read it. So just so y'all can know.
I gotta show you this.
You talking about after class or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna drop off back.
All right, no sweat. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau." There's no fornicator, meaning unlawful sex, or profane person, meaning it goes against God, as Esau, as Epstein. We gonna make Esau and Epstein synonymous so y'all understand that these are the same people. Epstein was a Jew. Epstein was an Edomite. That's what everybody need to know. You understand what I'm saying? And with that being said, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under command of General Yohana, man. It's time for our people to wake up, get in this truth, get in this school, figure out what we can do to build this nation, man. You understand what I'm saying? Augusta, Georgia, tap in with us. You understand what I'm saying? So we can get the building out here and get to saving our people, man, and get our people to stop partaking in the sins of this place, man. We sitting over here still unaliving each other, man. Still killing one another, and we got a bigger purpose, man. You understand what I'm saying? We supposed to be the ones in leadership. So let's come on in here, get down with your brothers, learn how to love each other again, learn how to fix your marriage, learn who the devil the Bible speak of is, and learn who God is, man. Remember, Esau is Epstein. Esau and Epstein was a Jew. The Romans and the Greeks are Edomites. America is the new Rome, the new Greece. You understand what I'm saying? Bread and circus is damn near over because we got the files. Y'all sitting here trying to look at the damn Super Bowl. With that being said, shalom.